Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses Extra Point Show. I'm your host, Scott Perdisci. Glad you could join us. The Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses Extra Point Show coming to you live tonight. Cardi's Furniture here in South Attleboro. In just a few moments, we'll bring my new Safety Dell Pettus. For that, a new special twist to the show this year. You may have seen it last week, and we're following it up again this week with another local high school football program. And joining us from the West Warwick Wizards is their head coach, Wesley Pennington. Coach Pennington, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Scott.
Well, thank you for bringing your team down and being with us. And you brought one of your players up with us. He's going to be with us throughout the course of the show. He's going to sit next to Dell as well. Nick Andruchow. Nick, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Well, thank you both for joining us. Wizards in the house. Coach, congratulations. Win over the weekend. In fact, after two close losses to start the season against Burrillville and EP, you've had some nice, comfortable wins against Tolman and Lincoln.
Yeah, we've managed to get a little bit better each week, which is the goal. And we had a great outing on Friday night.
Yeah, talk to us about that win. I mean, 34-0, the final score. It seems like things went well on both sides of the football.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our defense stood up and did a good job. Our defensive coordinator does a great job, Gabe Vieira.
Coach Gabe's here, right?
Coach Gabe's here. And they pitched a shutout for us. And then on the offensive side, with players like Nick and, our quarterback, Nate Corona, just did a great job putting points on the board.
Well, I know you're the offensive guy calling the plays. Your team ran the ball really well. 220 yards as a team for the game, and the guy sitting next to you ran for 100 of those.
Yeah, for sure. Nick is explosive in the backfield, and we have a great offensive line, and we're old-fashioned. We just line up, we line up in the eye, and we just run the ball. So we were able to put some yards on the ground.
Nick, 9 carries, 100 yards, and a touchdown. That's a pretty good night at the office, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now you do it all. You play offense, defense. You're a safety.
Yep.
And you're also the team's kicker.
Yes, I am.
So do you get any break during the game or what?
Just punt return, and kick return. That's about it.
That's it. Tell us about the way the team's played this year. Again, you've lost 2 real close games before winning the last 2 in convincing fashion. I mean, it's not inconceivable to say that instead of 2-2, the team could be 4-0.
Yeah, definitely been grinding. These games, they really mean a lot to us. We just go out there, put 100% effort in every game, and that's about it. Just
Coach said the team's getting better week by week. What do you see in practice or on game day that makes you believe that that's the case, that we are getting better week by week?
I'm just seeing a lot more effort at practice. Obviously, during the beginning of the season, it was like we didn't really know what we were going to be running into this year, losing a lot of seniors last year. And but yeah, we really picked it up this year, picked up the pace week by week, and we're getting better.
Coach, he talked about losing a lot of seniors. Is this a younger team? Did you lose a lot of, senior leadership to graduation?
Well, actually, we have a good mix. Last year we lost a lot of seniors, but we have a lot of seniors this year. I think we have something like 24 seniors this year.
Wow. And
we have, I think, 24 juniors. So next year's senior class will be big as well. But one of the key factors for this particular team is in the off season, they really, really bond together in the weight room, working out, getting better. So this team is a real team, and you can see it start to come together as they play together, as they mold together and form this year's version of them.
Now, Division II, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me about the Division II picture right now. Who leads the way, and where are you in the standings?
Yeah, so last year we went to the state championship. We played South Kingstown in that game, and we lost.
Yep.
So they're one of the top contenders again this year. Westerly High School is also one of the top contenders.
Yep.
But, I mean, it's a good division. It's competitive every week. As a matter of fact, this week we play South Kingstown.
Down there, right?
Down there, correct. So we're looking forward to that.
And SK good again this year, you said?
Yes, sir.
Terry Lynch still the AD down there?
Yes, he is.
He's a good man. He's a good man. So talk to us about, getting ready for South Kingstown. You obviously know this is a big game. As Coach said, you guys played him in the championship game a year ago. So
yeah,
I'm sure you guys are probably laser focused this week.
Yeah, 100%. It was a real bummer last year. Just going in there, we were very confident, and we didn't get the right outcome that we wanted. Just staying after the game and watching them get the awards really just lit a fire under us for this year, and we're motivated.
What do you remember about that game, and I guess what can you take from it as you get ready for this weekend's?
I remember our attitude going into that game and how it changed throughout the game. We went into that game and we really thought we were gonna rule it, but didn't end up like that, and we kind of died out a little bit. So this year we've been really up in that and just staying hot throughout the game, coming out hot and staying hot.
Coach, obviously you got Nick here sitting next to you. Tell us about some of the other guys you brought with us and some of the key contributors to your team, offense, defense, special teams. Give us some names.
Yeah, for sure. We got Luke Gallo. He plays defensive end for us, tight end. Does a great job for us. Brody Machino, he's a defensive tackle, one of our offensive linemen. Also, Beck Castaldi, he's one of our captains as well, plays safety receiver for us. Gianni Sacco, another captain that's here with us. And he's our Sam linebacker and also plays fullback for us. Like I said before, Nate Corona, who's our quarterback, who has done a phenomenal job for us this year and really stepped up as a leader and really led the team to these last 2 victories. And I could just go on and on with this group. As I look at them, all their faces, this is a really special group. They worked hard together. Every week they come together and they prepare together, and we win and we lose together.
Armand, let's turn that camera around and show everybody that's watching this broadcast the Wizards who are in the house. Let's hear it, fellas. I want to thank all you guys for joining us, Coach. It's great to have you guys down here. Anybody on the team being recruited or have an interest in playing football at the next level?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, Luke, I'm sure he'll get a lot of phone calls, and colleges will be looking at him. I know Brody has an interest, and most of the guys that play on our team are interested in playing at the next level.
Yep.
And we've been successful in the last few years in getting kids recruited.
Nick, you play other sports besides football at West Warwick?
Yes, I wrestle and I play baseball too.
Wrestle and baseball. What
Yep.
position in baseball?
I'm catcher.
And what's your weight class in wrestling?
I was 157 last year. This year I'm trying to go 175.
Wow. Now that's a big jump.
Yeah.
What are you tipping the scales at right now?
I'm about 170.
170? Okay.
Yeah.
It's good, though, when you can get down that lower weight class, you can dominate,
Yeah.
right? The problem is cutting weight on meet day is
Yeah.
not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So South Kingstown this week, and then what's next after that?
Yeah, so after that, we have Portsmouth coming in, who's right now undefeated. So
Okay.
2 big weeks for us to play football. So we'll find out who we are by the end of it.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, thank you again for bringing the team down here. And, Nick, we're going to have you stay with us in a moment. Dell's going to join us. But, Coach, really appreciate you. And thank you for the hat, by the way. I will wear that proudly.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
Let's hear it for Coach Pennington, Wesley Pennington, head coach of the Wizards, with us. In a moment, Dell Pettus will be coming in here at Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses here in South Attleboro. It is the Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses Extra Point Show. Folks, we're going to do, I think, 5 or 6 of these this year with different Patriot players here at Cardi's in South Attleboro. Last week was show number 1. This is show number 2. And we've got more special shows planned for you throughout the months of October and November as well. Nick, when Dell gets here, feel free to ask him any questions. I mean, you're a safety. He's a safety. Maybe you can ask him a little bit about the position or tricks of the trade. Tell us about, how school's going academically. Good student, getting it done in the classroom?
Yes, sir, of course. Yep. Yeah.
What favorite class? Are you math, English, what?
I'd say I'm more of a history guy.
Okay.
I do like history. I think it's very interesting.
Okay, yeah. I would say I was similar. I was a big math guy. I can't say like foreign language I did not like.
Yeah,
I was not very good at it, so it's probably why I didn't like it.
Yeah, I took 2 years of foreign language, and this year I decided not to take Spanish 3. But
yeah. Now, you're almost at the point where now you're going to be thinking about what comes next in terms of college, or do you want to play a sport at the next level if you can?
Yeah, I would like to play college baseball.
Baseball.
Yes, sir.
So that's probably the sport you think you're best at?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And have you even gotten any, talk to anybody at the college level? Have you gotten any looks, any conversations, that type of thing?
I've talked to a couple schools so far. Got some interests, and I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
Catcher your only position, or do you play other positions? Do you play out in the field, anything like that?
Catcher and outfield.
Catcher and outfield?
Yep.
Okay. Again, Dell Pettus is going to join us. Do you have a chance to watch a Patriots game? What do you guys do on Sunday? Well, actually, that's 2 days after the game because you play Friday night. How does your weekly schedule work? So after a Friday night game, Saturday off?
Friday night game, Saturday off, and then we have film session Sundays.
Film on Sunday? What
Sir.
time?
Usually 6.
6 at night?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you're breaking up. No, you guys are taking time away from NFL football to watch film. I like it. That's dedication right there. And then Monday, is it back to practice, or is Monday an off day and then Tuesday, Wednesday? How does it work?
Monday we usually do lifts and conditioning for varsity, and
Yeah.
JV goes and plays their game.
That's right. Okay. It's been so long since I played high school football. I graduated from high school in 1985, folks. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm old. But like you, I played football in the fall, I played basketball in the winter, and I played baseball in the spring. But I also knew, even though I was a starter in all sports, and I played two ways like you, I was a receiver and a corner, I knew I was never going to be a star or be a pro. I had some D3 baseball offers, but I knew I was never going to be a pro. So I said, you know what? What's the next best thing? I want to cover sports for a living, because I've just been a sports junkie my whole life. And so I went to college for sports broadcasting, and I've been doing it ever since. For years, I was a full-time sports talk show host here in Providence, and now I've been working at Brown University for many years as the manager of broadcasting. Broadcast Brown football since the mid-'90s, Brown basketball since 2001. So it's fun being around sports, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Very much so.
Have you even given a thought about what you'd want to do when your playing days are over with, like after high school, after college? Would you like to stay involved with sports in some way, shape, or form?
Definitely, I would like to stay involved. But another thing I would be looking into is probably the trades.
Yep.
Yeah, so like plumbing or HVAC.
That is the smartest thing in the world right now. No, I'm serious, because there is such a need for plumbers, electricians, like you said, HVAC, stuff like that. Yep. Absolutely. All right, folks, let's hear it for Dell Pettus. Patriot safety in the house. All right, Dell's going to come sit down and join us and put the headsets on.
Nick, nice to meet you.
Dell, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing great. Congratulations on the win yesterday. Great win for the team.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
And a great performance by you individually as well. 4 total tackles and a forced fumble.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I'm just happy you won.
All right. Way to get the job done. Dell, 2-2 right now on the season, and I'm sure you guys would love to be 4-0, but a lot of good things. I mean, I'm a Patriots fan, born and raised in New England, so I've been with this team for many, many years. I kind of like what you guys are building in Foxborough, right? You get 11 rookies, you get a lot of young guys like yourself, just a couple years in, and, with a new head coach, Mike Vrabel, and, Drake May, the way that he's played through the first 4 games. Do you feel like you guys are building something special here?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think Coach Vrabel, when he came in, him and his staff made it clear that we were going to do everything in our power to make sure that we win ball games. And, I mean, I'm a competitor, so just being a part of teams with, like, Coach Vrabel and his staff and, like, guys who are, like, truly dedicated and want to win ball games by any means, like, that's my type of style. I think everybody's just hungry. And like you said, like, we are, like, a little bit younger right now. But all I see is just a whole bunch of young people, like, ready to prove themselves. And, like, when you're ready to prove yourself, you got something to fight for. So, like, I'm really excited about us. I'm really excited about the team. And I'm just going to continue to take it day by day and, like, game by game, because I think that's the best way for us to continue to better ourselves.
Yeah. When you say you're a competitor, that's kind of a word I'd use to describe your head coach, Mike Vrabel, man. He is a competitor, hates to lose, tough guy. He was a great competitor for the Patriots, won 3 Super Bowls here as well. Do you kind of get that vibe from him as a former player? He's kind of an intense dude.
No, you can tell. I mean, I love having Coach Vrabel as our coach, like, strictly, like, one of the facts, just because he's a former player. Like, he's done it on this level, so it's easy for him to understand where we're coming from, and it's easy for, like, us to understand that, like, hey, like, he feels how we feel. Like, he understands the position that we're in. And then also, like, he's just, like, a fiery guy. I mean, I think during 2 of our training camps, like, there were a couple like brawls or something like going on. He's like one of the first guys to jump in there. Yeah. So he's not afraid to, like, get his hands bloody or whatever. And, like, I love that type of stuff. So, I mean, it's definitely easy to play for him. Like, just a guy who's just, like, very intent about what he wants in life and wants for our team. And, like, I truly feel like he wants the best for us too.
So you're from Alabama, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what it was like when you were wearing a high school uniform like these guys in the house?
No, absolutely. It doesn't feel like too long ago, but, like, I know it is.
Yeah. So the guy sitting next to you, he plays both ways. You probably did in high school too, right? He's a running back. He's a safety, but you're a safety. Any words of advice for him?
Hey, don't be scared to hit. I'm a firm believer that like if you play defense or if you play safety in general, you gotta love hitting. I don't care if you're a cornerback. Like I played corner in high school, but I mean I like to hit, man. That's my favorite part of the game. So like make sure you coming downhill.
So Coach Gabe, their defensive coordinator, liked to hear that. I mean, that's what he wanted his defensive guys to hear. But just to let you know, he had 9 carries for 100 yards and a touchdown on offense. On defense, 5 total tackles. So
no, that's lit right there.
He does like to hit. That was last week.
That's what I'm talking about.
They won 34-0.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. It sounds like a captain to me.
Nick.
Coach Vrabel, but like he really has like instilled like true like good values in our team. And like one thing and one value that he talks about is like everybody has a role. Everybody here today, everybody on our sideline, everybody on our team, like there's no role that's too big or small. So like when you're out there, you're trying to help your team win, and like you got to take pride in your role. And I mean, no one wants to lose a rep because like like just being a competitor. But at the end of the day, when you put like the team first, it's easier to play for the guy next to you because you know what he's fighting for. He knows what you're fighting for. And at the end of the day, it's like it's the love of the game. You're trying to help your team win by any means.
So like I said, you were born and raised in Alabama, correct?
Yes, sir.
Went to Troy,
yep.
Also in Alabama. Your parents were good athletes at Alabama A&M, were they not?
Yes, sir.
What sports did they play?
My dad played baseball and football,
okay.
And my mom played basketball.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, did you learn football from dad a little bit growing up? Or?
Yeah, he taught me and my brother everything. Like talking about my brother, I mean, he's a left tackle at Florida State right now, going to his last year. So y'all be on the lookout for him because he will be in the draft, absolutely.
Wow.
And he played his previous 4 seasons at Ole Miss, was a freshman All-American. So like, I mean, I think our whole family's just like the real deal. So I mean, I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm very blessed and fortunate to have those people in my life.
I love the start. I know they recently suffered a setback, but I love the start the Seminoles got off to, right? Nobody was counting on them after last season coming into this year.
Yeah.
And they kind of shocked the world the way they came out of the gates.
Yeah, week 1 they came out firing. So, I mean, I love watching them play. I mean, yeah. I'm big Florida State now just because my brother's there. So, I mean, I'm excited for them, and I hope that they can continue to keep things rolling.
So, the Carolina game, I mean, really complete win for you guys, 42-13. When you win a game by that margin in the NFL, you're doing a lot of things right.
Yep. No, absolutely. I think that was like it was the first game. I mean, obviously, we watched film today, and there's a lot of like things that they're still to correct. But I think that's the most exciting part about it because like we're watching the film, and there's things that we need to correct that we can continue to get better on, and that should like but we won anyways. So like when you have things that you're like messing up on, but you're still winning ball games, like it's really encouraging to know that once we start correcting the little things and keep minimizing mistakes, that we're really going to be like very, very hard to beat.
I mean, look, deep down in my heart of hearts, I'm a Patriots fan. I think your team is more talented than the Raiders, but to their credit, I thought they came in here week 1 and they outplayed you guys. I thought you thoroughly outplayed Pittsburgh, but the 5 turnovers were just a killer, along with, I think, 5 of your penalties resulted in Pittsburgh first downs. And when you have those things, right, 5 turnovers, 5 penalties that lead to first downs, tough to overcome that. But my point is, you guys are 2-2, could easily be 3-1 right now. So the arrow's pointing in the right direction, right? It's just cleaning up some of that stuff. Like, for instance, Sunday, no turnovers after having the 5 turnovers the week before.
No, absolutely. Just like you said, it's the little things that we have to continue to clean up. I mean, and that's the game of football. Like, there's going to be mistakes. But at this level, it's so hard to win games. Even like the quote unquote bad teams in the league are really, really, really good. So you can't go into any game underestimating anybody, because like you'll easily lose that game, because like everybody has players, everybody has guys. I mean, no matter what, they're gonna make good plays in the game, but you have to find a way to minimize your mistakes and make them beat you.
You talked about Spillane and his presence on your side of the football. How about the presence you guys have up front with Big Milt, who you brought in the offseason, and Christian Barmore? I mean, those to me are two of the toughest defensive tackles any team's going to go up against all season.
No, absolutely. I mean, just as obviously I play defense. Like, I mean, I played offense both ways, like growing up and everything like that. But like really transitioned to only defense when I got to high school. But like I'm a really big defensive guy, so I got like a lot of opinions about how like the game is supposed to be played, especially like with our O line. I mean O and D line, but like our D line, like you said, like those guys are monsters. I mean Christian Barmore, like I mean just being on the field with him here, like hearing him compete and seeing him compete. I mean it's like one of the best things to see when you're like watching football.
Yeah.
And then Big Milt. Like those guys are just like game wreckers. Like that's what I like to call them. I think they're big, they're physical, and like they're grimy. Like they do the dirty work. So you really got to appreciate those guys, because sometimes they don't get a whole lot of shine because unless it's like a sack or something like that. But like during the run game, you got to see like the knockback that they get on the offensive line to help our linebackers and our safeties come downhill and make the tackle. So they might not get on the shine of the world, but I got a lot of respect for them.
He closed it out, Big Milt, in Miami for you guys.
No, absolutely.
With a big play to end the game.
Yes, sir.
And, you guys, I think, are playing well on the defensive side of the football, and I know you guys think there's a lot of room for improvement, but people forget you haven't had your all-pro cornerback, too, Christian Gonzalez. I mean, once that guy is back and 100% healthy, that's only going to make this defense that much better.
No, absolutely. That's another encouraging thing is like how young Gonzo is. I mean, he's going into year 3 now. I mean, Gonzo is really a premier corner in this league.
Yep.
And I'm fortunate and blessed just to be a part of this defense, because I mean I see ourselves like as one of the better secondaries in the league. And I mean we did a great job of like coming out and fighting and winning winning the game in Miami before Gonzo got back. But now that we have him back, it's just like another tool back in the arsenal. And so like I'm happy that he's back, and I'm gonna like count on him to continue to be the guy that he is.
You go up against the Patriots offense in practice. Give me your impressions of Drake May in his second year. The Patriots drafted him 3rd overall, viewed as the franchise quarterback. Like I said, I really like what I'm seeing from him through his first 4 games under Josh McDaniels.
I think Drake's a baller. I'm very critical of guys just in general, because like I want to win. I want to see our guys be the best they're supposed to be. And so going against Drake, from year 1 to year 2, I could tell he was special in year 1. But like just year 2 going into OTAs, like he seems a lot more mature. He seems a lot more calm, confident. Like not saying that he was doing anything wrong last year or anything like that, but like you can just tell. Like I think he's starting really, really starting to find his groove. And I know for a fact that he's gonna be a premier quarterback if he's not already now.
Nick, you have any more questions for Dell?
No, not really.
Hate to put you on the spot. Dell, let me ask you, for a guy like Nick or any of these guys out here that might want to play football at the next level, right? Want to play in college. And I don't care what level, like D1, D2, D3, you playing in college, you're a good player. What advice would you give them?
Definitely the first thing you got to do is you got to come to work every single day. I mean, if you're not I'm a firm believer in being straight up. If you're not going to do it and you're not going to have the love of it and you're not going to do it 100%, you might as well not even do it. Don't even waste your time, because like he said, D1, D2, D3, it don't matter. It's a real job to go out there every single day, be out with your teammates. You got 5 a.m. workouts. You got to go run at 5 a.m. You got class later on in the day. You got study hall. You're going to have some long days. So it's really a job. It's really a grind. But if you love it and you committed to it, it's worth it. So make sure that you're putting everything into it, or else you're gonna waste your time, and you're not gonna get the best experience that you can get out of it.
Is that the difference? Great advice, by the way. Yeah. Have you found that that's the difference when you look at guys, particularly that are playing at your level in the NFL, right? The guys that really have that discipline, the guys that just have that work ethic, that want to, that ability to manage their time, is that kind of what separates, maybe a lot of talented. There's a lot of talented guys,
Yeah.
but very few like you make it to the NFL.
Yeah, like you said, like I think it goes back to discipline after a certain point. I mean, just like being able to find a routine that works and like being like very intentional and like in your continuous like way of progression and making sure that you're not wasting any time, making sure that you're finding good ways to like treat your body and like do well for yourself. Because like you said, like there's a lot of guys that like they have all the talent in the world to play in the NFL. But for some reason, like, it didn't work out. And sometimes it's not about talent. It's about, like you said, like work ethic and your drive and like in your heart. Like,
Can't measure that, right?
So like, I mean, there's no discredit to those guys because like, I mean, I know like that, no one tries to like, make mistakes or anything like that. But like, I truly think that's what separates guys at the end of the day is like, discipline, man. I mean, that's something that my dad instilled in me and my brother from a young age. And him being a college athlete, I mean, he asked us a couple times, like, hey, like, are you sure y'all want to like do this? Like, I know you want to play in the NFL, but you got to get to college first. And he's like, college is a real grind. He's like, he told us, you're gonna get to college, you're gonna see guys who got all the talent in the world, and like who should be like stars, but like they're gonna get burnt out or like they're not gonna work hard enough for anything. So like he was really honest with us about if you're gonna do this, you have to make sure that this is what you want to do and that you're gonna give everything to it.
So he knew the commitment that it was going to take.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Sunday night, you guys travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills in prime time, NBC Sunday Night Football. You like those prime time games where you're, the lone game, in the spotlight, or do you like playing Sundays at 1? Do you have a preference?
I like playing Sundays at 1, but I mean, being on prime time is always just like a wonderful feeling because like, all the eyes on you. There's no other games going on. So it's just like the world watching you and your team versus another team. And like, we're going to figure out who's going to win that ball game and who's going to play harder and like do the right things on that day. So, I mean, I'm excited for it.
And defensively, obviously, great challenge for you guys. I mean, they look at their weapons, you Cook, Kincaid, but obviously it starts with the quarterback, Josh Allen. I mean, dual threat, he can really do a lot.
No, like he was the MVP of the league last year for a reason. I mean, he's a baller at the end of the day. He is a superstar. But, I mean, when you are a true competitor, like you're not going to be frightened by that. You're going to get excited because now you can go out there and put an exclamation point about like why we are the team that we're supposed to be. So like I'm excited about it. I'm like, just going last year getting to play against Buffalo. So those 2 games, I mean, I was excited. I'm always excited when we got a good challenge. So I mean, I got all the faith in the world in our team, true confidence that we're supposed to go and win ball games. So like I'm ready for it.
Last time you'll play in that stadium because they're building a new one that's going to open up next year. How hostile of an environment is that up there? I asked that question because I've been to Buffalo a few times. I went to school maybe about 2 hours away at Syracuse. So when I was a college student, would drive to Buffalo and go to some games. But
no, it's bad. It's definitely bad.
Bills Mafia.
We played last year, I think in December. We went to Buffalo, and I remember, like, this is my first time going to Buffalo. I'm a rookie at the time. We're on our bus and getting close to the stadium. You see fans, you see kids, man, flicking you off, man. Shoot, like giving you the middle finger. So, but I mean, I love that stuff. I mean,
just fires you up, right?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love the competitiveness of like the fans. I mean, I like when fans are like that serious about their team. But like, I think it's all better because if you go in there and you win, you kind of get the gloat. Like you you get to like point back and like laugh at them and stuff like that. So away games are cool because if the fans are really into it, like it's just it's a great environment because at the end of the day it's sports and like it's a competition, and at the end of the day it's like it's a blessing just to be there.
So from a kid that grew up in the South, your second year here in New England, how do you like it here? What do you like? What don't you like about New England compared to where you're from?
Starting with like what I like. I mean, I think the summers are great. I mean, I'm used to like 90 degrees like at like 9 a.m. And like humidity and stuff like that. So I mean, but that's all I ever knew. But now I come here and like it's the middle of the summer. It's a smooth 80. There's a nice breeze. You got Cape Cod real close. So if you want to take a trip out there, like super nice area. I'm like the city's growing on me. I mean, I'm not really a big city person, but like going into Boston whenever I do go, like it's good to see things. Like it's like really nice, really historic. So I mean, that's a good part. I guess my only real complaint is I don't like the cold. So like like this past game is really hot and like you caught me by surprise. But I was like, instead of complaining, I tried to be thankful. Yeah. Because we're about to go on the road for about 3 weeks, and like I can't guarantee that when I come back I'm gonna have any sort of heat. So I guess the cold is what I don't like, but I'll adjust to it.
My last question for you, and thank you for joining us tonight. Do all the Boston/New England athletes support one another? Will you be pulling for the Red Sox against the Yankees starting tomorrow night?
No, absolutely. I actually got to go to my first. That was my first game I went to during the summer. I went to my first Red Sox game during the summer, and it was against the Yankees, and they won. So
Yep.
I mean, I'm all for the Red Sox. I'm all for the Bruins, right? Like, that's who it is.
Yep.
Yeah, all for the Bruins and the Celtics. So
Yep.
I mean, I think a couple of the Celtics players were at the last game. So I mean, I think it's cool, like the camaraderie, all the athletes having this area, all the support. So I mean, definitely support all those guys.
Del, great job against Carolina on Sunday. Good luck against the Bills, and thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you having me.
All right, Dell Pettus
Yes,
with
sir.
us, New England Patriots safety. Nick Andruchow from the West Warwick Wizards. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching the Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses Extra Point Show. Have a great night, everybody.